Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xan Talk Show. Today we are going to code Emacs Lisp. I'm going to write a command that changes a link to a dead link by making it a cross-out strike. Okay, so Emacs Lisp. Today we're gonna do something different. So this talk show is going to be just 20 minutes. Let's see. Okay, just 20 minutes. Oh, we started early, so 3 minutes early. So anyway, so my keyboard, this is Kinesis 360, fantastic, okay, with pink switch. If you're gonna buy it, go to my website, Xali Keyboard, buy the Kinesis 360 with pink switch, okay, that's light linear switch. You want to make sure you get that. And this keyboard is ultimate hacking keyboard. It's also fantastic. Also, super light switch. I got 35 grams, super light. So anyway, let's begin coding. Okay, so Emacs Lisp. Okay, so the pink window shows all my command calls. As you can see, I move cursor or delete something. You can see the command name is show right there, and also the key stroke on the left side. Let's see, can you see it? Yes. And then, okay, so then that's, so I'm using Xafly keys, and Xafly keys is a Emacs package. Just search for it. It's like VI model, okay, Xafly keys, and I'm using a Aurora keyboard, okay. So here's my keyboard blog, and let me digress, okay. So you can see there's a new mouse. This is a new trackball I discovered. Nulea Ep528. Actually, there's this one, which is modeled after the Microsoft Trackball Explorer. This trackball is the best trackball 20 years ago. On Amazon, people are selling it for $500. They no longer make it for since like 20 years ago. So anyway, so now there is Nulea Trackball. Okay, so check it out on my website. But actually there's also two more brand. Another brand is ProArc. I don't have a web page. ProArc, which looks exactly the same like Nulea. I think these are Chinese companies. So it is Chinese product. Usually you have the same product, but several brand names, I'm not sure what exactly is going on. Maybe they use the same factory. Anyway, so ProArc and Nulea, so there's a question, of course they are identical. The product looks exactly the same. However, the branding on the trackball, they are different. So one of the question is, are they the same product? That is likely to be so for, I'm pretty sure 99% same product. The other question is, are they actually different companies, two different actually separate companies using the same, factory. It seems to me they are different companies. I'm not sure. So one is Nulea, the other one is ProArc, A-R-C, ProArc. So, sometimes it's a case, it's the same company, but they just have different brand names, one for USA, for example, so I'm not sure. I think they are different companies. So Nulea and ProArc, they both produce this trackball. I think I'm going to get it. And there's another company called, a Japanese company, also made one very similar to this. But it's different product for sure. And that Japanese company, I forgot the name for the moment, but if you search for NuleaTrackball, you'll see Reddit, they are mentioned, they'll talk about it. I forgot the name of that Japanese company, SEA something, SEA something. Anyway, so this is a good trackball, okay? So you can look at all my trackball reviews. So there's trackball controllers, then there is trackball, all the trackball you wanted to know ever created. So these are currently available. I give you my ratings. Then there is trackball history. These are historical trackballs. So trackballs are fantastic. Okay. So anyway, let's already 2 minutes, okay? Let's start coding. So if you are here, say hi, okay? Love to see your comments and stuff. So let's pop this comment out. Where is the comment? Restore chat. So we're gonna try to finish this in 20 minutes instead of being chatty and so on. Okay, so let's start to code. Okay, so hello nerd boy, any thoughts on trackballs on the index versus trackballs for the thumb? Let me talk about that quickly. So there are two types of trackballs, of course. One is index finger based, such as they usually have bigger ball, so you use it like you roll it. The other type is the thumb based. So this is the first thumb based trackball. So you use your thumb. Most popular is so this is a funny ad. They say some people think you are aliens. That index fingers trackball. So they make a mockery of it. And the Logitech is more natural using the thumb. Okay, so this is the first I believe this is the first thumb-based trackball. So then Logitech makes that. For example, I lived through it. So back then, this is like 1996, something like that, 1991. Okay, so I've touched these trackballs. So anyway, Logitech, then the most popular one is of course, this one, this model. So this model today you have, for example, you have this one, then the latest is actually this one, Logitech MX Ergo. This one is pretty good, okay? I have a friend who has it. So, and the one I have is, I have this one. Okay, this is a lesser model, less expensive but less features. But I have this one, M575. Okay, so all these are based on the classic, based on classic this model. So anyway, so these are thumb based. Now, my opinion, if you ask people, I read, thousands of reviews. Some people prefer the thumb, some people prefer the index finger. But my opinion is that the index finger is better, because if you use the thumb trackball, you have the issue. You don't want to move your thumb like that too much. If you are coding or Photoshop or whatever video editor every day, and you use a thumb trackball, let me get it. Let me show you one. So there it is. Oh my God, 20 minutes talk show. I'm not sure I can do that since we digressed into this topic. So can you see it? And why don't I show you? You see, this thumb-based trackball, let's turn it off. Okay, so you move your thumb like that. You don't want to do that too much, okay? Because if you do that too much, if you work long hours, or your habit is just keep your hand there and move, just use your thumb, you're gonna have thumb problems, okay? You're gonna have thumb problems. So I would say, this is not bad. I mean, of course, every device, if you use a bad habit, or if you use it too long, you're gonna have problems. So this is not too bad. But if you are really into trackball and you are work for hours every day, probably thumb, okay? I mean, you want the let's go back. You want the index finger based trackball, okay? And when you use the index finger, so this is the classic. Let me show you. The Kensington, this is the best one. Back in 1991, every Mac, this is the superior device. Every Photoshop started its life on a Mac. All the drawings and Photoshop, called desktop publishing. So this is one of the elite device, costing over $100 back then. I wanted this, but I don't have money. That I was a student. So Kensington Expert. Okay, so this is the earliest version, and today's version is kind of like that. This is a special version they sell in Japan, pink version. So what I want to say is that when you use a indexed finger trackball, usually they have larger ball. You don't want to do this, okay? You don't want to bend your wrist like do this. Instead, you want to move your whole hand. This is general advice for keyboard as well. Like you don't want to press the back delete key by doing that, back delete. You don't want to do this, okay? In general, doesn't matter, it's a keyboard, it's a mouse, you want to just move your whole hand, okay? Press, and also you don't want, for example, on my kinesis, you don't want to like use your twiddle your thumb. You want to try as much as possible. I mean, develop a habit, like just move your whole hand and like let your hand be relaxed and don't move them. Avoid moving them at all the times, okay? Even pressing a key. So anyway, so for example, on the pinky, let's see, on the pinky, usually you press the caps lock, right? So when you do that, you don't want to like try to move your finger and try to do that. Instead, just move your hand to the left a bit and just move the whole hand. Press the caps lock key, for example. For VI users, for example, you set that to switch modal, insert versus command. So anyway, let's go back to code. Okay? That's about trackball. I also have the exact same model. I love my Ep528. Yes, I have that, but I guess I never thought about the ergonomic implications. Okay. Hey, so curious why 360 now is your main keyboard? Well, I have so many keyboards, okay? So whenever I use one as my main, people will think, why do you switch? Oh, because, this must be better because now this is main, okay? That's not the case, okay? I have many keyboards. Right now, the Glove 80 I use for my, can you see it? Okay, so yeah, you can see it. You see it's right here. So for my laptop, so that's why, okay? So, and also the Kinesis 360 I got wired. It's wired, so it's no Bluetooth. So for my desktop, for my power station or battle station, I prefer it wired. So it suits me the best to put this one on desktop and that one on the go, because this too heavy thing, very heavy, weighs I think 1 kilogram or more. It's not suitable if I put on the bed because it's heavy and I have to, and no Bluetooth, so that is a reason. So let's start coding Emacs Lisp, shall we? Okay, so let's go back, make sure my video is okay. So we are going to code the Emacs Lisp code, okay? Let me show you, okay? So this is today's talk show. You see, I have this YouTube video. I write blogs for like over 20 years, since 1997. Okay, so I have more than 20 years of blogs. Many of the YouTube links went dead and other links. So I need a command to quickly, I don't want this, because I need a command to change the link to a dead link. For example, here's a YouTube embedded iframe, okay? So I want to press a key, then it becomes dead link. Not having to fetch YouTube, YouTube is lots of censorship since 5 years ago, very nasty. Anyway, I want a command to change. So let me show you a command. So let's see some website. So okay. So someone is telling me about nushell. So nushell is a new shell, okay? I don't think it'll go anywhere. So, because yesterday or 2 days ago, I was talking about PowerShell versus Bash. So someone tells me about nushell. I mean, asking me. But anyway, I don't think it'll go anywhere. It's on Twitter, okay? Someone asked me the question. So anyway, I want to show you a link. So here's a link. So show in browser, you can see we linked to nushell, but it's not a link. So I press the key, bam, so it becomes a link. So you can see the command is called that. It's part of XHTML package, okay? Show in browser, so you can see now it's a link. I can go to it, okay? Now let's say after, a year or two, let's say this link can be a political article or whatever. Many will be dead. Okay, so now I want to, for example, I want to kill this link, make it dead. So I press a key. You can see that command is XHTML make link defunct. XHTML make link defunct. So now show in browser, you can see it now. It's a dead link. It's with the S tag means strikeout. Okay, so that's an example of a command that changes a link to dead. Okay, so now we don't need this. Let's remove it. Okay, so now I want that command to work on iframe. It doesn't work on iframe. So you see it says search failed. So I want to modify the command so it works on iframe. Okay, so let's start to do that. Okay, so let's look at the code. So here is this code, XHTML make link defunct. Okay, let's magnify. So copy it, make it new buffer. So 40 lines of code. Save it, XX, let's say today. .el, so temp file. Okay, so here is the command. Very easy. Okay, so now I want to show you guys a command so you can use right away. So make link. Okay, so actually so search Emacs tutorial, search for link and HTML. So there are several commands here. Okay, so all these commands are here. So let me show you. So actually there are several versions. So you can just go and grab it and you'll have the code. So this one is HTML Amazon URL linkify. So this will, for example, you got the Amazon link. Let's go to talk show. So go to talk show. Let's say you have an Amazon link showing browser. Here's the Amazon link you just grabbed from a website. You can press a key and show in browser, and it becomes that. So it makes a URL into a link, but reformat the link into a canonical link with possibly addition to your affiliation tag. A lot of people do that. So YouTubers and so on. So that is that command. Okay. This one, search for it, you'll find it. Make Amazon URL linkify. Okay. Now this version, Emacs Lisp URL to HTML link plus state. So this one will, for example, let's see. What is the nushell? Let's try that nushell again. So copy a link, paste it. So when I make a link, you see there is the custom tag accessed data-accessed, and there is target blank. That means when you click it, you'll create a new tab. And the release no referral. Usually, you want to remove referral because these days a lot of websites, they are kind of nasty. And also there's a DOM bug where if you have blank, and if you have blank, I forgot exactly, but I have a blog about it. It's just search for blank. Okay, so let's try. God, there it is. HTML link problem. Underscore blank none, no opener, no referrer. There is a nasty bug that allows you to allow the target site to kind of control the previous page. But anyway, you read this, you'll see the detail. So anyway, so I'm showing you. So this is a command that makes a URL into a link plus the date. The date is very important because if you write a blog after 10 or 20 years, let's say 10, some link you don't know what that link, you forgot what that link is about, and you need the date. You need to know when did you link that, when was that site you viewed. So a few years later, you can kind of, if you want to, you can check website archive, and so on. So the date is usually important. So anyway, that's this command you can grab here. The next version, make HTML to dead link. That's the version we demonstrated. For example, this link, I press the key, press the wrong key. I press the key, needs to be inside. I press the key, you see, it becomes defunct link. Okay, so that's this one. You can grab the code here. And this one is the most basic, just change your URL into a link, okay? So you can grab all those code. Now let's go back to focus on what we are going to do today. Okay, it's already 18 minutes. Okay, so let's go back to focus on what we are doing today. Let's just make this. Okay, so I want to modify one of the command to work on this. Okay, so let's go back to the code, close this code. Okay, so make a URL like that into or that into that. Okay, so the key here is that we want it to work on the iframe. Okay, copy the iframe. So let's see. Search backward, search forward. Okay, so this is kind of too big. Let's shrink it a bit. Forward chart. So that's one. Okay, let me just work on. So this section works on the. This section works on the HTML tag. Okay. Works on the A tag. Let's see. So let's make them into a syntactical unit. Okay. Okay, so that's one thing. Where is XP1? XP1 is the beginning position of the tag. XP2 is the end position of the tag. Okay. Get the boundary of the opening tag. Okay, so you find the beginning tag, and then okay. Yeah, okay, so beginning tag and find the boundary of the end tag. Okay, so let's move this here. We want to forward 3 characters in the case when the cursor is at the beginning of the tag. Okay, actually maybe let's not do that. Okay, so search backward, then if found, then search forward. Okay, So actually we just change this to a regular expression. Okay, so okay, so after you got the tag, then here's the entire link string. Then you process the link string. Then you search for href. Okay, so to modify this, so if you wanted to work with iframe, if you wanted to work with like an iframe, there's a lot modification you need to do. So rather, it's simpler if we write a new one for the iframe, then we merge them. So yeah. Okay, so let's just do it. Okay. Let's just say, for the sake of today, it's easier, clear if I just show you this. Okay. Make a HTML iframe under cursor to be defunct. Okay, iframe looks like that. For example, becomes okay, that's an example. And okay, so that's the goal. So all you have to do is you forward char. So how many chars is this? $14 chars. Okay, so comments, comment. Okay, comment. So of course this is gonna be iframe. So you search for the iframe tag, then search backward for the iframe tag, then you don't want that. Then you search for what? Okay. And we don't want to save excursion. Okay. So we found the beginning tag position and end tag position. Okay, search backward, search forward. Then what is the iframe tag? Iframe tag looks like that. Okay, so yeah, so we got the beginning and end position. Then we want to grab this source. Okay, then okay, so the whole link string. Okay, whole link string is that. Then create a temp buffer. Generate replacement. So insert, go to point mean. So search for source. Then the URL is match string no properties. Okay, then date accessed. Usually we don't have date accessed, so so let's remove that. If date, so date accessed. So usually iframe tag doesn't have date accessed. So let's remove that. You could add that, but usually not. So let's search for access date, remove it. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, then set the result. Okay, date defunct, we don't care. So the result is just, we don't care, just that. Okay, the result string. Then just delete region, the whole tag, go to the position of the beginning of the tag, insert the string. Okay, so this will do it. Okay, so actually we can, yeah, eval the buffer and show the pink window. Eval the buffer. Okay, let's try it out. So copy that, paste it here, then put a cursor here, XOR iframe defunct. Okay, call it. There it is. Show in browser. You see, it works. So it works now. So now there's a, so basically we got our code. The code is this. Okay, let's copy it, go to the talk show. Let's create a code, Emacs Lisp, paste it there, color it, show in browser. So we got a code. Now, essentially we are done. Okay, so very easy, no dependencies. But now there's a design issue for me. For example, should I merge this command into this make link defunct? Should I merge them so there's only just this command, or should I like create a wrapper that depends on whether the link is a normal link or is a iframe, then call each one of them? Like still two command, 2 or 3, like a wrapper, then dispatch, or the whole thing should be just one command. Actually, I have to think about that, which one is the better design. So this is kind of the interface or a package design issue, separate from the actual code, because whether you should so the criteria is, there are many criterias. For example, if you have one single command, that's kind of simpler for user. Whatever link, just make it defunct. User don't have to worry about whether it's iframe or is a normal link, or So then there's an implementation. So if you decide just have one single command, so first of all, to the user, you can have one single command, or you can have 2 or more command. So for the user, they have to decide whether you want to defunct a link or defunct a iframe, because they are kind of different. So you give more precision to the user. So that's first thing to think about. What do you want for the what do you want the user to see? That's the most important. This is kind of the API aspect. So after that, there's an implementation issue. So doesn't matter which way you go. I mean, so if one is just one single command, the other case is several command. Now, the implementation case, if you want a several command, then what we have is like perfect. Okay, one is just for iframe, one is for normal link. But however, if you decided the user interface should have just one single command, then there are several ways to go. Do you want one single, like merge these two, or do you want have a wrapper that calls different internal command? Okay, so that's the thing I have to think about for my package. Okay, that's it for today. I forgot to close, you forgot to close the opening S tag in the description. Did we? I think we did. We have it here, you see? You forgot to close the opening tag in the description. Oh, in the description. Yeah, it's here. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so, you know, if you like my stuff, 32 minutes, okay? Go to Xali Code, and it's my website, and the bottom you can see PayPal, Patreon me. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.